In this session, we're going to have a look at how you might create a smart project within DocHaven. Now, smart projects are the same as normal projects, except it's a quick way of adding aliases or shortcuts to a folder, to a project, so that they can be resolved whenever the project is boomeranged or put away. Okay, let's go in and have a look at how they work. If we click on the New button here, it'll open up the new window ready for us to open up a template or create a blank project. But in this case, what we're going to do is click on the Smart button down below. That brings up a different looking new window. We could have alternatively clicked on the File menu and chosen New Smart Project from under the File menu. Now, the way that things are set out is it lists all the different areas that you might possibly want to get a list of aliases or things within your system that you might want to back up. So, for example, you may want to back up your documents folder, you may want to back up your address book, you may want to back up your keychain, some of the most crucial information that you have on your computer. Now, remember that whenever you go and add things in, it's going to take the full quantity of whatever that item is each time you go and put it away. So beware that you may exceed your quota, and so it would tend to be the sort of thing that would use for small amounts of files. For example, maybe your keychains and your address book. As well as being able to have individual folders have aliases created for them within your library. You can actually with these bold areas, you can actually click and highlight the whole of an area within that area. So, say for example, all users here, we could highlight the whole of the library area. That would save us having to individually choose components. Just click on it and it'll choose the whole lot. Now, we don't want to do those. I'll go and turn them off. So these are the ones that are relevant to just the logged in user. These items here are relevant for all users, all user accounts on the computer. Down here we have ones that are related to the system, if you've got privileged access to those. And finally, on this last tab, we have the ability to add our own. So say for example we wanted to go and add in this particular folder here. We may well keep it on our desktop. There we go, we've now added that particular folder in there. Okay, so what does it look like when we go and create it? So let's go and create one now by clicking on the Create button. And that will go off and create a brand new project. So you can see down here 1431 is a new project in DocHaven. And what we see down here is those different sub-tabs have got different items in there, all the different aliases. So for the current user, we had asked it to do the address book and keychains. What you can see here though is that it's gone and put in an alias pointing through to the correct area on your computer where those items exist. The advantage of that now is that if all of that, it can be kept stored in the specific location where it needs to be stored, but we've now got a pointer through to it. Now, there's nothing stopping you making aliases or shortcuts of other areas of your computer, putting them into the same area or into another project, and manufacturing your own smart project that way if you wanted to. But it's just a way of pointing out particular things on the fly and making life a little easier for people. Now, one of the things you've got to note about a smart project or any aliases that we may have within a project is that whenever we go and put away a project, it's going to store it's going to resolve the alias to this particular area, whatever aliases we have. It's going to resolve those aliases into their original file or folder, and copy up all of the items within it, so that next time we took it out, it would have all of the alias would have essentially disappeared, and we'll have the item in its place. So normally with a smart project, the best thing to do is keep it out on your computer, but periodically perform a boomerang operation. That way it makes a copy of those particular folders, those aliases, stores them up onto the cloud, but keeps the project out here with all of its aliases intact. Okay, now whether you find the Smart Project useful or not, it's there as a feature. It might be useful to back up some of your specific hidden areas, but it's entirely up to you. Hopefully you'll find some use for it. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.